This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families. And thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays. In this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again here with Kamara. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And it's 3 and out.
So that brings up 4th down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. Here comes Smith on the return. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room.
Into space. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Patriots, nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That one Incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation.
Oh, a loose football. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
18, ready? To the air, it's Vick. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Steve Smith, touchdown Seahawks. So the turnover.
Defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike. Absolutely. You have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. Hurts to the air on first down. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this.
Crowd up, Yeti! Crowd up, Yeti! Don't touch that! Hey, let's go.
On third down, it's Hurts. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
This brought in out past the 20. The Seahawks offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. Ready? This looks like a design run. Whoa! He works free. Break side. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. No problem there on the extra point, and the Seahawks will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Patriots nothing. Adam Vinatieri set
The
to
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. He's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. I-handed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight.
The ball comes out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the...
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Seahawks are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
Patriots nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Great.
To throw is Hurts. That's caught by Puka. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jalen Phillips that time. In there for the sack.
And let's go.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11.
Now Hurts. That's to Hooper. It's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Patriots.
A first down throw for Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 7 yards. Second down.
Second down throw for Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. To throw, Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And both teams ready to play on, so here's Smith to return it. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. Into space. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 99 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and through. And the Seahawks stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Hurts. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And now he's free at the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jalen Phillips in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down. Here's Hurts. And he tried to fit in the smack, and it was intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He'll let one go down the middle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Great. Set. 180.
Now Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down. And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Patriots ready for the punt. That is fielded at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
On the jump. Go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Ready.
He'll run again.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And a yard at the 14-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Here's Barkley. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch them.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 40-0. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken around the 11. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here late, hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Hurts. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes a return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Panther 60, Mustang 19.
Now, Vic. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
Don't touch that.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always keep
This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium as the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families.
Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Here's Smith now to return.
So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them.
And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
There he goes, right side. The race is on. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. How about that? Their quarterback, 99 yards. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game. There's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw, here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, it's Nix.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Out of his end zone, here's Vick. This went into the hands of Pitts. Look at the big man rumble. Kyle Pitts. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyle Pitts, 99 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made
by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
First down, New England.
Here's Nix.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now it's Nix. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Loss of 8 yards.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
6 yards on the play.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Vic now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete.
Through the middle of the field.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Mac Hollins,
87 yards.
and the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England's offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here's Smith to return it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
1 second, all that remains.
This will be the final play of the half. Vic. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Next to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Vick now after the fumble recovery. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Vick to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mac Hollins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Patriots nothing.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play.
And the Seahawks have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 19.
Throwing, Vick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Seahawks 35.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On play action, here's Nix. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So here's Vic following the interception. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it is 42-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nice little juke. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing Nix. Able to get away. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Here's Smith to return it. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here we go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw.
This ball down the field for Pitts.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 62 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Here's Vic. He's going to take another shot here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Terry now to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England's offense set to go. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tonight.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Let's go now. At the 12-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League welcomes you to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He's got room to run right at the start. Down the sideline, past the 40. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 92 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now the try for an extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, 49ers 0.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Devontae Smith there to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
As hard as it may be, Mike, to resist, I don't think they need to come out and think we have to match them big play for big play after just giving up that early score. Stick to your plan. Pick up the first down and allow this game to start unfolding and settle into a rhythm. Execute your game plan. Don't try to match what your opponents do.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. They'll throw once more, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Jalen Phillips getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed. When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punch it away. That is taken at the 10.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks offense ready to kick off. This is the Madden Championship Series, brought to you by USAA, an official salute-to-service partner of Madden and the NFL. USAA, proud to serve the military and their families. And we join you from USAA Stadium. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question. I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
Man in motion is Brown. Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They go play action. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the net up.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Seahawks. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Their kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Rams offense ready now for their second drive. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back, 1st and 10. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. There's a short throw caught by the Njoku.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On third down, Stafford. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Punt team headed out for the Rams, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley inside the 40 to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 97 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point is up and through. And the Seahawks will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was taken down by
from the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Irving. Oh, the ball's out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse.
And he will score again. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Seattle. He has come out of the gate smoking. His 3rd touchdown, all in this opening quarter of play.
Next the score is Seahawks.
So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Seattle. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
Next the score is Seahawks.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. To the air again. Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback.
The feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Take it in, back at his own 12. The Seahawks offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He's to the 35. Look at him go! Inside the 10. And he is gone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Rams nothing. Adam Vinatieri.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Give. This is Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. Here comes Smith on the return.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute-to-service partner of Madden and the NFL. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel. And already we've got a loose football. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. So never mind about who's receiving to start this game, Brock. Got ourselves a change of possession already, and this crowd is loving it.
And the first offense you'll see take the field is the home team, which is practically sprinting out there to take advantage to keep this crowd humming.
And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards. They're into the red zone.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that one. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Ready, go!
Design quarterback run here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a loss of one.
Driven backwards to the 11 as they line up for second and goal.
11-yard line.
Go! Ready,
From the gun, Johnson. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks put up points to begin the game. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. I know you covered him for a long time in Seattle. A 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Throwing again is Russ. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Third and long. They're going to throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. The Seahawks with an early lead. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Give up the gut to Bigsby. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Just want to say thanks for helping me out with the challenges for Cut 26.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Fasho.
Jason Myers lining up for the field goal try. It's 44 yards here from the left half. Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
To return this, Rashid Shaheed. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And leading just 7-3, might be better to take a knee and take the lead into the locker room. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Oh, he drops a cut to the right. And forget the field goal, Brock. They reach the end zone to end this first half on a high note. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
All right, Kate.
Understood. Some people would rather get right back to the field to play. And so we will as we advance to the start of the second half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. The Seahawks and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's a design run. There he goes on the right side. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
Dolphins 3.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. The throw finds Jamar Chase. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down, here's Russ. Got deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Seahawks pick it up. They're able to not just get the fumble block, but a little extra breathing room for their offense on the return as well.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
First plays a design run. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the third.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Miami offense headed out there now. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They'll run this with Bigsby. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Jamar Chase. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. Desperation time here on 4th. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has earned its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready! Ready!
Gets it running a sweep. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
They draw it up for him. Escapes a defender. That's a gain of 13. It sets him up with 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Seahawks keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They run it again with Bigsby. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards.
To the air on 3rd and long. Another turnover. This time it's an interception.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise.
Eagles TT.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute-to-service partner of Madden and the NFL.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
They'll go to Barkley again.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that one. Who knows?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. 15 yards.
And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll it. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive.
Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Denver.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 9. Now Darnold. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Complete to Dante Wester. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. This is taken at the 10. Here's Smith now to return. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's second and 7.
Second and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. Powering. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Saquon Barkley. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Vinatieri now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Adam Vinatieri.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Darnold. Throwing left sideline there. But it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's Darnold. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And the Broncos first down.
Darnold now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Darnold to throw again. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Javon Curse just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Floats one there, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Faking the give, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he is not going anywhere. The pursuit excellent as they bring him down hard behind the line. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. That ground game.
Exactly what they worked for all week to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, let go.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mac Hollins, 82 yards. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Terry connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0.
Broncos nothing.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. From the 50, it's Darnold. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
16 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Here's Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there who remain.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. So the victory here for Seattle, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that?